Hey Starseeds, welcome to Starseed Energetics. My name is Bora and I'm going to be doing your December reading. December already. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to start out with the Pleiadians. Let's see which cards actually. So I think that this month is definitely really important for everybody because we're wrapping up a cycle, you know, and even though we have so many different cycles, this is such a collective energy of, you know, releasing things and starting new things. So even if you don't believe that calendrical dates are so significant, it is because there's this collective energy and such a powerful purging and reviewing and renewing goes on. So I've pulled 7 cards for you, and whatever you're releasing is mainly anxiety, mental stress, and not being able to trust and surrender. So trusting is a really, really big theme for you in terms of just the way you live your life and making decisions. If you're ever skeptical of any decisions that you make, including the small decisions and the big decisions, and you kind of worry yourself about, what if I make a wrong decision? What if I regret it later? That's the kind of thinking that you are learning to navigate out of as a whole. So that's the 8 of Swords. I've got a request to show my cards more because I generally tend to just kind of read it without showing you, but when I do that, it's because a lot of the times the messages that I'm channeling has nothing to do with the actual card, but they're just using it as an anchor to say something. So but I do understand the significance of it, but I just didn't want some tarot card readers when they're watching to be like, okay, that's not what the card means, you know, but I'm sure you understand, so I'll show you. Oh my goodness. This has so much to do with your life's purpose and your mission. And it's coming, this Hierophant, so it's coming from some kind of organization you're going to be affiliated with, and or it's just a divine plan. So you're not the only one working on this. It's a collective effort, and it's something that, you know, is not just about you. It's about so much more than your own fulfillment and your, I guess, egoic achievements. It's something that moves forward step by step. So it's not going to be an overnight type of deal, but something that you're building together. So the reason why it's not going to be an overnight thing is because it's a collective effort. So it's not just about you doing everything at your own pace, but also learning to work with a bunch of people. So it's like when everybody has their own creative ideas, how do you deal with that? And especially if you're like an entrepreneurial spirit, it might be very new for you to, for this particular project or endeavor, learn to work with this confluence of energies of different people and their different visions. But what you need to learn to understand is that when things lag or when there's a conflict from all the different perspectives, it's actually a blessing, because each person holds a different kind of key to making it a certain way, something that you could possibly never achieve on your own, and some vision that is so paramount that one person's, you know, one singular perspective could not possibly build up to this kind of really divine plan. So that's where this trust comes in, is you trust that even the setbacks and even the time lags and even the conflicts are part of something greater, and that you can trust that because I see here, look, we have the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Wands with the 5 Wands. And if you can just see the synchronicity in how these cards all came up, so let me show you here. That's weird. Okay, so yeah, you guys want to see the cards like this. So yeah, you guys want to see the cards like this. So yeah, let me know if you like it when I show you like this. So you have, you know, the slow progress of all these different, very strong-willed, all very creative visionaries coming together to create something. And so at first it's going to feel a little bit conflicty, but you are going to learn to need to trust without being anxious about how it's going to unfold, or without being anxious that if it doesn't go exactly as you plan it, that it's not going to be as divine as you want, but that it's going to be even more aligned. You have the Ace of Cups coming up after that, so you can trust that this is going to be more fulfilling than you doing it alone, or you having all of your visions go in the direction that you like. Because when you learn to expand your sense of self to a level where it includes other people, and you understand that other people are external projections of what's actually internal, you know, sometimes very, very magnified versions of a certain aspect of yourself, then of course this kind of narrative is going to unfold. Oh, okay. Faith, humanity, and benevolence, absolutely aligned with that message that you just got. It's about having faith, believing, even though faith, you know, faith is a light being that's being shown. This is a light being. It still has to do with having faith and trusting, right? And humanity and benevolence, stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others. So can you trust other people? If you're a kind of person who, when you were, let's say, in school and you would do group projects and you absolutely hated it because you were always the one who did all the work or something like this, or similar situations like that, and you're learning to work with others in the real world, that's a lesson in itself. Paul the Venetian is experiencing grace. So when you have this level of faith and you kind of trust how things unfold, even if it doesn't go the way you exactly want it to, then you will experience the level of grace that comes naturally with faith. So the last card, oracle card, is Divine Alchemy with Holy Amethyst. What I get here is when you have a certain goal in mind and you're working towards a really big goal with the collective of people that you're working with, can you still, after other people are adjusting the overall vision. Keep your focus on your core values, and if everybody kept their focus on their core essential values, and then maybe they have these small little egoic conditioned desires around those core values, so that's why there's a little bit of conflict. Can you just really focus on your core value and keep charging the group effort towards your core value, and everyone does that, and let everything else drop away, then that is when the magic happens, and that is where this divine alchemy happens. But I can promise you, based on this energy and based on the spread, that this is gonna go exactly as the divine plans it. Maybe not you, but the divine, and you're a crucial part of it. That's why it's important to continue energizing it with your core intentions. So even though this, this Knight of Pentacles card showed up in terms of slow moving progress, I feel very, very strongly that because you're aligned with others, even if it seems like the project's not moving forward that fast, once you align with the other people and you collectively make a leap, the small little leaps are actually huge. That's what I'm getting. Oops. Oh no. Oh my God, look. Can you believe, well, I'm sure you could believe this. It's life. But look at the oracle card that came. It's trust. It's the third time you're getting this message. So something about this month, you've got to trust. Something that you feel like is out of control, or it's the unknown, or you're not sure about anything, you just have to trust. Like, even if it seems like something you planned is going out of control, you just have to trust. And even if it seems like all the progress that you've been making, and you're reviewing the progress and you're thinking, okay, like, I don't know if this is gonna work out, you just have to trust. Like, you really just have to trust whatever's unfolding and however you're feeling. And I feel like for some of the people who are tuned in, there's something that they've been working on and working through, some kind of issue or a couple issues or a few issues, or different areas that you've been working on. It just seems like it's going round and round in a spiral. It feels like it's looping over and over again, but you're not, and you're kind of, okay, what now? Like, I'm losing faith. You just trust. Even if it seems like you're taking steps back or that you're not making progress, you just have to trust that it's actually like this picture where somebody's digging through the ground and they've almost hit the gold mine, but they turn around because they're like tired of it or they're not sure. Don't be like that, because you're very, very close to hitting this jackpot. Not in jackpot in a way that it's like winning something, but it's you're almost at your destination. Have faith and move forward. Leap into the unknown. And if there's something that you have a strong intuition to follow and it's irrational, illogical, and it just makes absolutely no sense, leap into it. Take the leap. Yeah, and with courage. And trust takes a lot of courage. So that's what I know. This unicorn is on the cliff, and look, it's not even sure if it can fly. So the wings are kind of, maybe it's never flown before, but it has wings. So if it jumps off the cliff, it'll fly. Believe you can fly. The other oracle card, so this one applies to some of you. It's about your life partner and romance returning to your relationship. So if you don't have a relationship currently, it's definitely coming in. And for a lot of you, actually, this leap of faith is with the relationship. Or your current partner. So just believe that you are lovable and trust in the partner with your heart. Because for many people, it has to do with, how can I trust this person with my heart? I don't even know them, or I just have all this trauma. A lot of people have trauma with giving away their heart or unconditional love, and when it ends up not working out too well, this is the time to have courage. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing holiday season, and I will come back to you with New Year's readings, and I'm gonna have probably a really cool spread for 2019, right? So I'm like, what year is it, you guys? I have no idea, you know, like anyways, I'm sure a lot of people are like me that are watching. It's like, what, it's a calendar date. I'm just waving through these ascensions. What is the calendar date? Okay. I'm gonna come to you with a cool New Year reading. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for your support. Love you. Bye.